talking about? They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is all.
Out on the field, the ball on no courts. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talking, but we know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is our take on. This is our take on. Yeah, they need a resource. We got you, just make a.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. He is your host, Mr. MP80Baby.
And that's your host right there, Mr. GPG.
And welcome to
our Take on Sports.
On this podcast, man, we keep you in tune with all the latest information that's going on in the sports world, man. You know we don't waste no time on this show. We dive right into the topics, man. And we're going to start off right now, man, with the Memphis Grizzlies going against the Charlotte Hornets last night, man. And Mr. Jalen Wells took a nasty spill last night, man. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, man, MP, roll that clip.
Already, man. It was nasty.
Oh, my.
Man. Yo. I mean, for the young man, look, for the young man to come down like that, man, on the back of his head, man, you know, Mr. KJ Simpson, you know, kind of hit him with the uppercut, man, you know, undercutted him. And dude came down hard, man. You know, he had to be stretchered off, man. You know, that's kind of messed up. What you think about that incident, man? You think that was a dirty play on Mr. Simpson's part, man? Or you think that momentum kind of carried him into Mr. Wells?
Yeah, I'm more of a momentum guy. I believe the momentum carried him. I mean, it's a basketball play. Unfortunately, he was one that took the bad end of that play. And it looks worse, you know. It looked worse when you're watching it, but as you rewind it and look over the footage, it's just he didn't go after the head. He went after the ball, but it looked like he kind of just maybe wasn't ready for that contact to come up, and he kind of held onto the rim a little bit. At least that's what, you know, it kind of looked like to me. And, you know, with him getting that blow from that body, it kind of carried him. And, you know, fortunately, he got the worst end of it as far as how he landed. Yeah, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And he tried to console him. He tried to come over and make sure he was all right. Ja Morant and them that, you know, of course, was defending their player, but it wasn't like he, you know, it wasn't like he came at him, you know, with any aggression, like any malice or anything.
I don't think Mr. Simpson tried to hurt him. I don't think KJ tried to hurt him. I really don't, man. I seen him trying to jump and try to block the shot from behind, but it's just like he staggered or something, didn't get his steps right, and he went right into dude's lower body, man, which kind of made dude, you know, kind of flip backwards like that. So, like you said, and the first thing he did was run straight over to him to console him and see if he was okay. No, I don't think it was a dirty play. It's unfortunate, you know, that it happened. This is basketball. We have seen this in the NBA before, but you hate to see it anytime you do see it. This young man, you know, he's got a promising career. You know, I'm sure that, you know, that he's going to make a speedy full recovery. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And see him back on the court, man. But no, I don't think it was a dirty play either. No. So,
yeah.
But yeah, man, we will move on. And Mr. Wells, me and MP80Baby, we both hope that you get better real soon, bro. Straight up. We will move on, man, because we did have the game of the night that jumped off last night, man. Luka Doncic returned back to the Dallas, Texas last night to play them Dallas Mavericks, man, last night, man. And he put on a show.
Yeah,
he put on a show last night, man. He had 31 points in the first half, finished with 45, man. What you think of that performance that Luka did last night, bro?
Well, clearly you could tell that he still had love for Dallas. Of course, you know, that's where he started, you know, and I believe, I mean, from the tears that you saw when he first came out, and then the aggression that he came out there with his play, which I kind of figured he was going to come out there and kind of put on a show like that. You can clearly tell that Dallas, is still his home, where he based his home out, and whatnot. But it was good to see him put up them 45 points in his return to Dallas, clinching the playoff berth.
Man, they did it, man. I mean, he went back to Dallas, man, and all the emotions and everything running through him, man. They showed the little video, gave him a little video tribute, man, before the game. And you see the tears and emotion that's coming out of him. The man said at the time, he didn't even think he was going to be able to play in the game, man. And for him to come out and just drop 31 in the first half, like it's nothing, you know what I mean? And then end the game with 45, he ended up with what, 45, 8, and 6. You know what I'm saying? 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 of 10 from three-point range. I mean, the boy was on fire, man. And it's crazy too, because you hear the crowd chanting, "Fire the GM." That's what they was doing. They was chanting, "Fire the GM," his name. It was crazy, man. Luka went back, man, and he did his thing, man.
Yeah, man. He definitely lit him up on fire, man. He had tears in his eyes, and then he wiped them away. He wiped Dallas away with him.
Sure did. Yes, he did, man. They ended up winning that game 112-97. LeBron James did finish with 27.7 rebounds, 3 assists, an average, LeBron James game. He always going to give you that 27 and be that man in the fourth quarter to make sure he put it away. I did watch that fourth quarter. LeBron did put in work in that fourth quarter. You are the man, LeBron James. You are the man right now, dog. But I got a question for you, MP. Now, we did watch the game the other day, and Luka and his return back to Dallas. But I wanna put it in your head, because he did have a teammate, Mr. LeBron James, did do the same thing when he was playing with the Miami Heat, and he had to go back and play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I know you got a great memory. Tell me, who you think had the most memorable performance, Luka or LeBron?
So, man, LeBron had LeBron had a great, of course he was coming out, with fire in his eyes because they had burnt his jersey, all type of stuff, with him leaving Cleveland. But overall, I mean, I believe I like Luka return better because of the embrace of the crowd and the play that he, and clearly you can tell he didn't force his way up out of Dallas and whatnot. And so I believe just overall for the game, it was good. Luka's return was way better than LeBron's. I believe that gave that feeling that what people saw with Luka in Dallas brought life again back into why we love the game of basketball, why we love the game of sports anyway, and why we kind of gravitate to certain players and whatnot. You got certain players, man, they are good on the court and they're great off the court, you know what I'm saying? And Luka is one of the guys, man, you know what I'm saying, that you can clearly tell going back to his home, where he was drafted, where he clearly didn't see himself, playing with no other organization. And coming back, and they embrace him like that, and he put up that magnificent game. They scored the play, just overall, man. Yeah, man. I like Luka's return.
He was still loved because he did not want to leave Dallas. He left Dallas, blindsided. He had bought a home and was ready to chill in Dallas, and that's where he thought his career was going to end up. He really did, especially after taking him to the NBA Finals last year. So the story is different because when LeBron came back, he was the villain. He had left. He had did the, the announcement and, I'm taking my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat. So when he finally came back to Cleveland, he was the villain, you know what I mean? They hated him, like you said. They was burning his jerseys and breaking down buildings with his picture on it and just destroying the man, trying to destroy the man's legacy. So more memorable, in my opinion, I'm going to go against you, MP. I'm going to go with LeBron James. Just because the hatred that organization, the owner, and the fans had for LeBron, it just makes you more memorable. He was booed all night long. The minute he stepped on the court, and then he goes out there and drops 38 points in 3 quarters. Didn't even play in the fourth quarter because they had such a big lead. LeBron James did all that work, and right after that, the Miami Heat went on to win 21 or 22 games in a row. Ended up being the best team in the Eastern Conference. LeBron James's return to me was a little bit more memorable just because of how hated he was, and he still went in there and destroyed Cleveland. So I'm gonna go against you, MP, but hey, you definitely got a good argument there, my nephew.
You always remember though. Always remember this. There's no villain without a good guy.
True. And like I said, man, Luka's return was beautiful, man. I mean, they gave him that, that tribute, on the Jumbotron, man. The crowd was going crazy for him, you know what I mean? But what's crazy? Because we didn't even talk about this. Damn, AD, you was playing against your old team. Where was you at last night, man? This is the first time you played against the Lakers since you've been traded. Mm-hmm. And you come out with 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. 13 points, 80. Where was your boy Anthony Davis at, MP?
He just coming back from that injury and everything. Now, granted, AD has been balling the last couple of games. His stats was looking pretty good. Now, he did disappear yesterday. I am not gonna lie. He disappeared against that game. He did disappear against that Lakers game and everything. I mean, I thought maybe he would have came out with a little bit more fire, but they wasn't playing in LA. They was playing in Dallas. And to him, it probably really didn't mean as much as it did to Luka. Well, I'm sure it did, you know what I'm saying? And then, granted, while you're right, while we're talking about Luka being blindsided, AD was blindsided. So, of course, he's seeing his team that's getting ready. They just clinched the playoffs, third place in the West. That was in the middle place, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the pack when he got traded. Man, he was before his injury, he was playing good ball. And for him to be on the other side of the spectrum, Dallas might not even make the playoffs or the play-in.
They there now because Phoenix lost. So Phoenix was mathematically eliminated. So right? Now, Dallas is locked into the play-in now.
So my thing is, you seeing somebody that's going third place in the West, you might feel some type of way. Your game might be off too. Just like Luka almost didn't come out there and play. AD he might not had a hard time going out there looking at LeBron and them showboating and showing their teeth like it's just sweet out there in Southern California.
You better get out your feelings and go out there and ball. Straight up. Try to hear that. Man, you better get out your feelings, man. You should have been ready to destroy them Lakers last night, man. There shouldn't have been no man in the Lakers that should have been able to hold you. Jackson and Hayes can't hold you. They don't got no other big man. You should have been dominating. You should have been demanding the ball. AD, 13 points? No, I ain't saying that they should have came out with the W, but I definitely expected AD to have a better game than that. I'm looking for a 30, 35 point out of AD last night and dominate. He's mad, yo. But like you said, he was injured.
Yeah, he still was playing injured. And although, like you said, if you get on the court, it don't matter if you're injured or not. You're saying that you're healthy enough to play. So all that is, we can give him a pass or slight a pass or whatever, however you YNs like to say it these days. But to me, once you put on that jersey, once we go live, once we start recording, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We saying we're ready no matter what our day is, how we feeling, no matter how our day went or it's going. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with professionals. whatever job or duties that you sign up for. Once you clock in, bro, all that other stuff don't matter. You should have stayed at home if you couldn't play. You could have stayed in street clothes. So you're right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, AD, that's the point. That's the reason why they did what they did. And Dallas, the fans, you're right. Fire the GM. If anybody was going to be getting fired, which we're going to be getting ready to go back, get into here shortly about, Mike Malone and the GM out there in Denver getting fired. If anybody was going to be getting fired, it should have been that GM, because there's nowhere in their head, I can see, I won at this point with that trade.
It looks bad for them right now. Now, I'm not going to put it all, because they did have a very, very unfortunate incident to Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? With that torn ACL, nobody's seen that coming. If that had happened before the trade, I don't think they make that trade. I really don't. You can't send Luka to LA when Kyrie's not there. Kyrie was there, before they made that trade. They thought they was going to bring in a big man to team with Kyrie. So I understand where their vision was going. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But then you got a AD that just can't stay healthy, man. And he's injury prone. We talked about it on one of the shows before. You just can't count on this man. And I think that's the reason why the Lakers really made that trade too. I mean, you see it, man. The dude get hit in the face. Oh, and he's down. You know what I mean? So look, the Lakers won that trade. We all see that, because look at where they are right now in the standings, okay? And we'll go into that right now, because the Eastern Conference, their standings is looking pretty good. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. We ain't got to do that, but I want you to tell me who's coming out of this East. Number 1, Cleveland. Number 2, Boston. Number 3, New York. Number 4, Indiana. Number 5, Milwaukee. Number 6, Detroit. 7, Orlando. 8, Atlanta. 9, Chicago. 10 is Miami. Who's coming out the East?
Miami. Oh, my bad. Jimmy Buckets ain't there no more. Okay. I had to throw that out there. But Miami always been that dog underdog coming out the bottom, coming out the East. But no, realistically, who I can see longevity in the playoffs, I would love to say Cleveland, but we don't seen this before in Cleveland out there with their roster and everything. So I really believe it's either going to be Boston or New York. Boston or New York going to be.
You got Boston or New York going to the NBA Finals over Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland, man. We don't seen this before. We don't seen this whole roster and everything, you know what I'm saying, before Donovan Mitchell always get them to the second round and gas out. Like, it's the team. It's something, I mean, you tell me what have they done since last year besides getting Hunter that you feel that they roster could do anything better than what they've been doing in the previous years since they got Donovan Mitchell.
Well, they added your boy from Atlanta, right? What's his name?
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter.
That's the only one. I mean, other than that, you still got Garland. You still got Garland. You still got Jared Allen. And this team is still the same team. You got Mobley. You know what I'm saying? Porter. Tristan Thompson. This is the same team we've been watching for the past couple of seasons since Donovan Mitchell went there, got over to Cleveland from Utah, and was supposed to get Cleveland back to the finals since LeBron and Kyrie left. We haven't seen it. This is the same team.
I personally got Boston. I got Boston representing the Eastern Conference, but I think Cleveland will beat New York in a 7-game series. I ain't putting on. New York is too inconsistent for me, man. One minute they're playing well, 1 minute they're not, man. You don't know what you're going to get from Jalen Brunson. You sure don't know what you're going to get from Cat. You know what I'm saying? And no, they're just too inconsistent for me. I think the Eastern Conference is kind of set when you're going to meet Cleveland's going to meet Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm picking Boston to represent that one. That's just who I'm going with. Western Conference, number 1, OKC. Number 2, Houston. Number 3, LA Lakers. Number 4, Denver. Number 5, Clippers. Number 6, Memphis Grizzlies. Now, in the play-in tournament right now, things change. They still got a few games to go, but right now, in the 7th seed, Golden State. Number 8, Minnesota. Number 9, Sacramento. And number 10, the Dallas Mavericks. Who's coming out of the West, in your opinion?
Man, if you had asked me 2-3 days ago, I would have said Golden State. But
Why you change?
man, looking at and they still could. I just don't like them going down. I don't like this. The teams that they don't lost to, the last couple teams, they just lost to the Spurs. And I was like, you lost to the Spurs. Harrison Barnes hit a doggone game-winning buzzer. He's their kryptonite. He was their kryptonite when he was out there in Sacramento. He's their kryptonite now. I don't know what it is, but Harrison Barnes said, y'all should have kept me since y'all won that first finals and y'all traded me after y'all got that first finals. I'm gonna always give y'all the business. I don't know.
You still mad, like you said. You still in your feelings because Golden State got rid of you a few years ago. You hit a lucky shot, man. Okay, you hit a good shot. Harrison Barnes, you have always been a good player. I'm not going to sit here and disrespect you because I liked you in Golden State. I liked you in Sacramento. I like you right now in San Antonio. But let's not get it twisted, man. You guys ain't, you hit a lucky shot, man. Yes, it hurt the Warriors as far as their playoff standings, but the Warriors are still a deep, tough team, man. They really are, man. And as long as they got the babyface assassin out there, man, and he is healthy, they are dangerous.
Okay.
Let me tell you, that boy Brzezinski, he is shooting like Klay Thompson used to shoot.
Yeah.
He is, man. And their whole roster, Moody, his game is elevated. Kuminga, his game is elevated. Don't discount the Golden State Warriors, man. Them boys they tough, man. And I got a chance to see them the other day and what they did.
How was it looking at them in live? I mean, they did dog Phoenix the day that y'all played, that they played you guys, but I know it had to be wonderful to see Steph in person.
It was great. It was great. It was great, man. We had a great time at the game. It really was. It was something that my wife was actually looking really, really forward to, and I'm glad I was able to deliver that for her. And you got to see Steph, you know what I mean, for 3 quarters, because in the 4th quarter, everybody was sitting on the bench. So don't discount what the Golden State Warriors can do, man. If I was you, I'd keep that pick, MP. I really would. But my pick, who I think is actually going to come out of here, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm wearing them. I'm wearing them, man. I think the Lakers got just as good a shot as anybody else, man. I really do. This win that they had against Dallas the other day, man, that could really propel that team. That could shoot them straight up, just like it did when LeBron went back with Miami against Cleveland and they won that 21 in a row, until they got knocked off for the 22nd game. So I'm thinking the Lakers might be able to do the same thing, man. So let's keep our eyes on it and see what happens, man.
So
we will move on, man.
Before you move on, I just want to say, don't America, don't listen to Mr. GPG. LeBron ain't going back to no finals, but we will move on.
Hold on. Okay? We'll revisit that because he got just as good chance as anybody. You said it on the last show. He's still active, which means he got a chance. That's what you said. But okay, I'll leave it alone. We will move on because we did have some bad news that did happen. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Mike Malone got fired for the Denver Nuggets, man. Him and the general manager, Calvin Booth. Now, the Denver Nuggets did respond, you know what I'm saying, ending their 4-game losing streak with a 124-116 victory over the Sacramento Kings. But it's sad to see what they did to that coach, man. What you think what they did out there to that man, MP?
Man, I believe that it was just crazy. It had to be something like inside that we just don't know about, because for you to fire Mike Malone, somebody who took you to the finals, won the ship, you know what I'm saying, and was doing good when the second the Batman to my Robin, you know, when Joker was out there by himself, and you know he had to wait on Murray to come back. You know, Mike Malone had to go through all that, you know, adversity. So I don't know what the decision was, but I mean, if Joker is cool with it, I mean, he reportedly told, you know, he reportedly was told that the firing of Michael Malone was understood decision. So apparently, it had to be something in house, you know, that we hadn't got our, you know, hands on yet, for that to even transpire. Because from my eyes, he was an outstanding coach.
You know, he did, you know, to have a little losing streak, but this is the NBA, man. It's tough, especially when you don't got your Robin to the Batman with Jamal Murray being hurt, like you said. You know what I mean? I did listen to a few things that Joker did have to say after that victory last night. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then please, bro, that clip for him, man.
Last four.
They woke us up. You know, it was. We need to be woken a little before the playoffs, and I think when if we're in there, we can mess things up. You know, we can fight and play with everybody.
Josh Kroenke called a team meeting yesterday. What was your reaction to the changes that he made?
I mean, it's. I think when I'm coming from, it's part of the sport. You know, people go and come and go, but you know, it was a 10 years relationship with the coach, and we went through everything. We were bad, we were good. We won a championship. Definitely, we have some great memories, but you know, it's part of the business, I would say.
You guys obviously played extremely well tonight. How do you think the team has handled what I'm sure has been a wild 48 hours?
Yes, but I mean, I think they got. Josh got the response that he wanted. You know, people say that we are vulnerable, but I think the beast is always the strongest or the most dangerous when they're vulnerable. So maybe he woke up the beast.
Thanks, Nikola. Congratulations.
Okay, so this man did come out, you know, and he said that this could propel them. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, this could light a fire underneath that team, man. We'll see what happens with the Denver Nuggets, man. We both shocked. We both think Mr. Mike Malone is going to land on your feet in another job here real soon, man. A good coach like that is not going to stay on the market too long, man. I expect him to have a job next year. He'll probably be able to pick where he want to go. Unless you got something to say else, man, I'm going to move on. And we're going to get into the NBA draft that's jumping off April 24th. Now, your opinion, MP, because I love your opinion. I'm going to run down these top 10 people, the order of the draft. And there's 4 players that I want you to tell me where you think they should go. What organization do you think should pick these 4 players? Now, number 1, Tennessee got the number 1 pick. Number 2, the Cleveland Browns. Number 3, the New York Giants. Number 4, the Patriots. Number 5, the Jaguars. Number 6 is the Raiders. Number 7 is the Jets. Number 8 is the Panthers. Number 9 is the Saints. And number 10 are the Bears. Now, the 4 players, Mr. Travis Hunter, Mr. Abdul Carter, Mr. Cam Ward, and Mr. Shedeur Sanders. Tell me, where you think these players should go, bro?
Okay, so out of the top teams that you talking about, so Tennessee, they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback bad. So I believe Cam Ward will probably be coming out of that top 3. So the top 3, these top 3 quarterbacks. So you got the Browns, the Browns. So the Giants got Russell Wilson, right? So the Giants don't need no quarterback. The Browns passed up on Russell Wilson. So Tennessee and the Browns need a quarterback. So I can see Cam going 1. I see Sanders going 2. And then with Russell being there, I see the Giants getting my boy, and you didn't even put him on here. Not the Giants, but the Giants. I believe the Giants will get a running back. I believe the Giants is going to go after my boy who was going after Walter Payton, I think, record. I think that's the record he was trying to break. I believe the Giants will get him. Russell will need a running back. And I believe the Pats will probably go for Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter either go 3 or 4, but I believe the Giants need to get it. Because the Giants just got my boy last year. They got a stud in the wide receiver, the neighbors. I believe they need to go ahead and get them a running back to replace Barkley. So they need to get my boy, like I said, Ashanti. I'm gonna pull him up for you here in a second. Once you get your take, I've been on put him up. I've been on came back to him, but that's who I believe the Giants need to get. Somebody that's going to take that pressure and the ball out of Russell Wilson's hands. And then the Jags probably go defense and get my boy Carter. But that's what I see.
We have seen something crazy like Bijan going high in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Jahmyr Gibbs going high in the draft, you know, higher than what people expected. And you see the impact that these two running backs have had on their team. So I ain't mad at you. I can't wait to hear that boy's name that you're talking about.
Yeah, Ashton Jensen. Ashton, he plays.
Oh!
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Genty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yup. Coming on. He played for the Lone Star High School in high school, and then now he's projected to go. Like I said, he projected for the Pats to get him at number 4. That's what they're talking about. But we'll see.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know what I'm thinking. Tennessee, obviously, yes, you do need a quarterback. I agree with you 1,000%. I believe it will be Cam Ward that they end up picking with that pick. The Browns. You're right, man. They need quarterback help too. So I know I was listening to some people earlier and how it's a whole bunch of teams that are after these 3 teams that don't need quarterbacks. Like they would like Shador would literally fall to 21 to Pittsburgh or something like that, where he's visiting. You know what I'm saying? That was the latest news that he was visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think Shador Sanders falls that deep, especially when the Browns need a quarterback. So I will say I agree with you on that. I think the Shador Sanders should go there. The Giants, I think the Giants are going to draft Travis Hunter. I really do. I think they need a somebody on the defensive side after they did lose my boy out here to Green Bay, their safety. So I think they're going to need a defense, and you can use them on offense, man. You know what I'm saying? The Giants did just get Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston at the quarterback position, so I don't think they need a quarterback. So I expect them to go ahead and try to grab Travis Hunter. And the Patriots got a lot of money, man. They added Stephon Diggs at the receiver, and they still got your boy that's coming up in that quarterback position, that they drafted last year. So I see the Patriots going defense and grabbing that boy Abdul Carter, man. Abdul Carter is one of those dudes, man. I was watching his highlights, and he's one of those guys from Penn State. Man, he's coming off that edge just like Micah Parsons. So whoever gets him, that's going to be a good steal. So I do see those 4 guys going high in the draft. There are a few names that, of course, we never think of or we don't expect to go as high as they end up going, but they end up going high. So just keep your eyes on the NFL draft, man. April 24th. I can't wait to see it. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what y'all boys do, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hosting the draft, so y'all need to make some noise in the draft.
Man, you're not lying on. And right now,
you got anything for me, man?
Yeah, they got those doggone Falcons, man. We picking number 15 in the first round, and they got us going with they projecting us to pick Will Johnson from Michigan.
Going last year to start their season at Purdue. Will Johnson all over the field, got in the backfield.
Receivers, and they feel like they've really fortified themselves at that position.
Sharp, the motion man on 2nd down and 3. Keen, happy feet, lobs it up.
Hey, I know what y'all think, but this ain't that.
First and goal.
Look, I need all my real niggas to the front, and you bitch ass niggas to the back. I wanna see
bodyboarded, then I body surf. Come on, show me what your body worth. Gotta make that body work.
We go coming back and I guess getting some Jared Wilson in the second round off of offense. So we'll see, man. Like you said, man, we definitely gotta make some noise because we're gonna need somebody to protect that boy, whoever behind the center. So we'll see. But I want to
man, please. It better be Michael Penix. It better be Michael Penix, man. You know you can't go back to Kirk Cousins, man. I don't even understand why y'all still got him on the roster. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody want him. I mean, too much money, and we're not gonna pay the cap just to get rid of him, just to drop him, and we still gotta pay him. So he might well be on the bench just in case, because you never know. It's a long season. You got 18 weeks in the regular season, so you never know what you might not need. So. You got the most expensive backup, that's for sure. I'll tell you that right now, boy. That boy is costing y'all a nice pretty penny, boy. That dude is sitting over there chilling, holding the clipboard, probably getting paid more than the coach and everybody else on the team. Yeah.
Go ahead, Kirk Cousins, get your money, boy. I ain't mad at you. Straight up. What's up, man? You want to dive into that baseball that you was talking about? How much time we got left?
Yeah, man, we don't got too much time left, man. We are running on down. So I did want to give a shout out to Jared Duran, number 16 for Boston Red Sox, man. He is an outfielder, man. If you guys don't know, check him out. This dude, if you are somebody who like baseball and like people that steal bases, then you got to go check this dude out. He's the reason why right now America is watching Boston Red Sox, because they want to see him steal another base. Last time I checked, he was 13 for 13 on stolen bases this season. He hadn't been caught. Somebody catch him, man. Catch this dude, man. He's stealing everything out y'all homes, man. Now, you played a little baseball, Mr. GPG. You tell me how focused and how skilled you need to be, because it ain't just about speed. How focused and how skilled you must be to steal a base from first to second, stealing second base.
90 feet. It's 90 feet, man. So everything has to work. Everything, your eyes, man. You got to get you got to get a good jump. You got to make sure as soon as that pitcher's foot, man, and he look like he get ready to go home, you got to take off, man. You got to be straight. You got to go straight ahead. You can't be looking around. You can't try to see what's going on, sneaking and peeking. You got to get there, man. This is 90 feet. And any mistake, boy, and your butt is getting gunned out. I love base stealing, man. It was one of my favorite things to do when I played baseball. And I'm going to give it up for that young man that's doing it. Keep stealing them bases, boy. Make them find you. Make them throw you out if they can.
Like I said, he's 13 for 13 for the season. And this was just when I checked his stats just the other day. He could be 15, 16 for 16. All I know is right now. But, man, you got to check him out. Again, Jared Duran, he played for the Boston Red Sox. Number 16, man, he might be breaking some records this year. So one of my favorite base stealing people was Ricky Henderson for the Oakland A's. People, I might be going a little bit far for a lot of y'all who might watch our show, but Ricky Henderson was favorite baseball players, base stealing players in the baseball in LB. So
if you don't know, now you know. Look him up. Ricky Henderson was that dude, man. Straight up. Yes, when it comes to base stealing.
Yes. But, man, like always, man, we're going to end the show on a high note. We appreciate y'all coming out, checking this out, man. We see them views, too, man. We see them views, man. Keep them going up, man. We looking for these subscribers to go up, man. So we asking y'all, man, to send this stuff to y'all folks, man. Tell them y'all got a couple of folks, brothers, man, that's out here like-minded and talking good sports. and just being in y'all ear, man, keeping y'all laughing, debating. Some of them be heated, some of them be kind of soft because we know how y'all are these days. We know how y'all are these days. But man, look, we see y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, man. And like always, man, that's y'all host over there, Mr. GPG.
That's right there. Mr. Baby.
And man, this is
our Take on Sports.
It is, man. Bow, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all be easy, man.
AMP, what they talking about? They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is our
Out on the field, the ball on no courts. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talking, but we know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is our take on. This is our take on.